Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to this squad builder with me, boy FIFA 1 HD, where we'll be putting together an unbelievable team featuring Premier League players for a budget of around 200k. Now before we get into this squad builder, as always, remember if you do enjoy the video, please remember to hit the hell out of that like button, as well as the subscribe button too if you are new to the channel of course. And if you have any questions at all on FIFA 19, the team that I've used them in, any specific players, then ask away in the comments as I'll be happy to answer those questions for you. So without further ado, we are going to kick off the team with our goalkeeper, and that will be Kasper Schmeichel. This guy is an absolute gem, 84 rated, so a really solid rating that even if further down the line you get a better keeper, you can use this guy in SBCs guaranteed. Premier League player, 84 rated, with some incredible stats: 83 diving, 77 handling, 82 kicking, 88 reflexes, very fast with 60 speed, and 80 on his positioning. Means that he is a solid pick for your starter goalkeeper. And what's brilliant is he's actually not that expensive. You can pick him up for around sort of 5 to 6k at the time of making this video, which I think is a real bargain for an 84 rated goalkeeper with those sort of stats. He is incredibly usable. The only thing that really lets him down a little bit is his handling, but the only thing that I noticed about that was that he pushed it out rather than holding on to it. He makes some incredible saves. He's got brilliant reflexes, great diving, and his positioning is absolutely spot on. Always knows where to be, positions himself well, closes down the angle. I love the fact that he's got such good speed. Means that if he does go one-on-one with an attacker, he closes the space down very quickly and makes the angle really tight for your opponent. He's also got really good distribution both from his feet and from his long throw, which he possesses, and overall I just loved him. I thought he was a really good goalkeeper. Now we're going to go ahead and put in our right back now, and as you will see, we're going for Yedlin. This guy is brilliant, very OP for how cheap he is. 93 pace is exceptional. Everyone loves a fast fullback, and Yedlin delivers on that with absolute supreme pace. He also has really good stats elsewhere. He's got okay passing, his dribbling is pretty neat and tidy for a fullback, and his defence and physicality, while not being something you'd want to brag about, are actually quite good. And when you combine them with his pace, he is a very OP defender. So even though he might not always be in the right positions like some other players who might be slower but with really good defending, his pace does allow him to make up for that. And when you consider how expensive players like Walker and Bellerin can be, this guy is a great alternative. And weirdly enough, in FIFA 19, I wouldn't even recommend going out and buying Bellerin, because Yedlin is virtually the same player, very similar stats, and for a lot cheaper, he is definitely the one to go with for me. So now we're going to move on to our centre backs with the partnership of Vincent Kompany and Laporte. Now these are teammates and they are very effective together. We're going to start off by talking about Kompany. Yes, he is not the quickest player in the world, but he is 85 rated, so a really nice high rating on a card with some incredible stats. His shooting, his passing are okay and they're nothing to brag about, and his pace obviously does let him down a little bit. But where he really excels is with his defence and physicality. 85 defending means that this guy will make some incredible interceptions. He knows how to man mark, he knows where to be, and then he's also got the tackling to win the ball back. Not only that, is he super strong and very aggressive, so he's able to win it in a bullish manner. He's able to not give anyone an inch and get that ball back for the team, which is exactly why you want him. So even though he's not quick, he has fullbacks to cover him on that. He also has quick wingers to cover him on that, and a good CDM in front of him. But what I love about Kompany is that he's always in the right area, just as Aymeric Laporte is. Now Laporte doesn't have the same physicality, but what he does also have is 85 defending, so he is very similar. Although a little bit quicker than Kompany with 65 pace, he is in the right areas at the right time, makes tons of good interceptions, makes tons and tons of good tackles, and that's exactly what you'd want from these pair. They're also really good in the air, very good at both defending and attacking set pieces, which is always nice to have. I really liked Laporte. I thought he was a really solid player. Once he won the ball, he was able to use it quite wisely too, as he does have 67 passing and 62 dribbling, which is always quite decent on a defender. Now we complete the defence with the addition of Danny Rose. 76 pace may not seem that enticing on a fullback, and I admit, I wasn't that impressed when I saw this card either, but he does have some very consistent stats otherwise. 62 shooting, 73 passing, 77 dribbling, 79 defence and 76 physical means that he's a great all-rounder both in attack and in defence. Very comfortable on the ball, and that really came across in game. And what I must say is that he felt very, very fast, much higher than the 76 rating would suggest. He was able to catch up with some of the fastest wingers very, very easily, and his pace actually felt more like 85, 86 if I'm being honest. And when he did catch them up, his tackling was really, really good. He felt strong, he was robust, and he was able to get the ball back and then use it with his passing, his range of dribbling to move the ball higher up the pitch. So overall, I really rate Danny Rose. I think you'll be able to pick him up for very cheap, and he is one that I would highly recommend. Now we move on into the CDM position, and we're going to go with Fabinho. This guy is an absolute godsend for the team. As I mentioned previously, the defence is a little bit slower in the centre-back positions. So the fact that Fabinho is there just to add that little bit of support there, be able to just tidy things up and make sure those two are protected, means that he's a very valuable player to this team, and he does that job so well. He provides the best screen in front of a back four you could hope for. Very dynamic, always in good areas, makes tons of interceptions, great tackling, great strength to his game, quite good aerially as well, which I love. And when he wins the ball back, he's very dynamic in attack too. He's able to move it quickly. He's got a great range of passing. 78 overall on his passing is really, really nice. Good dribbling, so he's able to get out of tight situations with 77 dribbling. Very good composure, I noticed in game. But what I loved about him was, even though his shooting overall is 69 and in game his stats aren't that amazing, he actually popped up with a fair few goals for me, both from penalties and open play, meaning that he was able to bang home and chip in with a few goals, which is always a nice addition to any card. Now we move on to the wingers now, and we start off with our right mid, which is Lucas. Another cheap card, but very, very overpowered. Lucas comes with 92 pace and 85 dribbling, which is absolutely exceptional. Means that he can get up and down the pitch very, very quickly and also move the ball with absolute supreme pace. His shooting is also pretty neat and tidy. He's definitely going to chip in with a goal or two for you, and his passing is pretty good as well. So overall, a very, very solid winger that will score goals and create them and feel very, very good in attack with his pace and his dribbling, but also someone who can get back when things are a bit tight and you're up against it and you need players back. Lucas has that pace to come back, get back quickly and win the ball too, which is always a good thing. Now we move on to our left midfielder now, and we put in Martial. Martial is one of the most sought after players, and many of you will be wondering why I've not got him further up the pitch. Most people like to use him at left wing, left forward. Well, I've gone for him at left mid in this formation obviously, and he did a really good job. He still chipped in with goals and proved very, very effective for the team. He's got great pace, 89 overall, feels about that, you know, around that 90 mark, and he's also got incredible dribbling at 86, meaning that just like Lucas, he can move the ball at pace. His shooting though really does stand out. He is definitely going to chip in with a lot of goals for the team and prove very, very good in that area. Now we come to the top of this diamond with our centre attacking mid, which is David Silva. This card, as I reviewed him earlier, is absolutely incredible. So if you haven't seen that full review, I urge you to check it out, because this guy is phenomenal. Yes, he's not the quickest. 66 pace isn't amazing, but his intelligence really stands out. He's always in good areas to receive the ball, and even when he's not, he's got the incredible dribbling, the great ball control, the composure to get himself out of tricky situations and then let off either an incredible shot or a killer pass, because this guy can pass for days, and I think in FIFA 19 that is one of the most important things. That's why I spent a little bit more money, got a higher rated player and got in David Silva, because with the ball at his feet there are very few better. The range of passing that he possesses means that he will get tons and tons of assists, but he'll also score a lot of goals too. 74 on the shooting may not stand out as being an incredible stat like some other cams may have, but actually in game he popped up with a ton of goals. His intelligent movement, his great finishing, be it with power or finesse, meant that the keepers stood absolutely no chance, and he really did score some fantastic goals Great movement, great passing, great finishing, and also incredible vision means that David Silva is one of the players that you have to go out and buy. Now we finished the team off with our 2 strikers, and we will be putting Gabriel Jesus and Romelu Lukaku. Now we're going to start off by talking about Jesus, and he is exactly what you would imagine him. Very similar to how he played last year in FIFA. He's incredibly quick, very fast with 86 overall on his pace, but I must admit he still feels around the 90 pace mark. Because he's so agile, he's got great balance, he moves with absolute ease, very quickly, and he also can do it with the ball at his feet because he has 86 dribbling, which is very rare for a fast striker. You know, normally they'll have the pace, they'll have the shooting, but their dribbling does suffer somewhat. That is not the case with Jesus. So good with the ball at his feet. He is able to find space, but he's also able to come deep and just run at people and scare the living daylights out of them because he's got that much pace, that much control over the ball, and they know once he gets into the box he will prove devastating because his one-on-one finishing is absolutely incredible. Very clinical, really accurate. He can score from distance too, don't get me wrong, but this guy is all about getting himself into the box, be it through runs or be it through him using the ball and his incredible dribbling skills to get himself there. Lukaku is very different but very effective. One of the best players in this team by an absolute country mile. Lukaku offers everything you could want from a striker. He has all of the strength and hold up play that really does help the team out on countless occasions, but he also has the finesse and the finishing ability to rival anyone else in the team. He proved really good in front of goal, both from distance and close range, from tight angles, from one-on-ones. He scored a great range of goals, and he's also absolutely fantastic. And he's also absolutely fantastic with his head, as you would imagine. Great range of goals that you can score with Lukaku. As you will see in some of the clips, he scored some absolute belters. Very effective in front of goal. Good pace to him. Once he does get through, he is able to use his pace, his strength to hold people off and get himself in one-on-one. He's able to bully people as well with that strength, which I love. So even if the defenders maybe nick it off him or they've got the ball, he's able to bulldoze his way through, nick the ball back off them, and then create that shooting opportunity. Really recommend Lukaku, one of my favourite players in this team, and that really does complete the team, guys. So now we'll go ahead and look at our custom tactics, and as you can see, we have the defensive style on constant pressure, we have the width at 4 bars, depth at 3, and then we move down and see the offensive style at possession. We have the team width 5 bars, we have players in the box at 7, corners at 4, and free kicks at 3. So that wraps the team up, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to hit that subscribe button, as that will really help me out. And if you have any questions on the team at all, ask away in the comments, and peace.